Usha Vance caused a stir on election night 2024, but it wasn't for anything she said. Here's why her dress that night raised more than a few eyebrows. Throughout his time in the spotlight, JD Vance has noted how important his wife Usha is to him. So, on the night that Donald Trump won the 2024 presidential election, the vice president-elect first thanked his wife in an X post. Vance wrote, "Thank you to my beautiful wife for making it possible to do this." Late into election night, the Vances took the stage in West Palm Beach alongside Trump, his wife Melania, and several members of the Trump family. But of all the people on stage that night, only Usha's outfit stood out as the most inappropriate. Usha wore a monochromatic black dress. It was an off-the-shoulder piece with a low neckline that showed a lot of skin and could have easily resulted in her having an on-stage wardrobe malfunction. Furthermore, she had her hair loosely tied back and wore a large chain necklace. Several photos even captured Usha standing close to Donald's daughter Ivanka, who wore a more appropriate blue velvet suit. Usha's revealing dress was a vast departure from how she looked earlier in the day. Photographers caught the Vances casting their ballots, and Usha kept it casual in a long-sleeved brown shirt with high-waisted jeans and a slim brown belt. But just as her style had shifted from day to night, Usha underwent a similar fashion transformation during her husband's campaign for vice president. Before he was running to become vice president, JD Vance was studying to become a lawyer at Yale. It's there that he met his future wife.
He wanted to know everything about me, where I came from, what my life had been like.
While JD ultimately pursued a career in politics, Usha focused on a legal career after graduation and was a practicing attorney up until the summer of 2024. In late July, however, she announced she was resigning from the law firm Munger, Talls & Olson. Only days after announcing she had stepped down from the firm, Usha was tapped to give a short speech at the Republican National Convention. For the event, she wore a cobalt blue dress that was slightly off the shoulder. Unlike Melania Trump, who wears a lot of expensive outfits, Usha seems to prefer more affordable clothing. The piece was a Badgley Mishka that retails at Saks Fifth Avenue for the relatively modest price of $495. According to a Badgley Mishka representative who spoke to Women's Wear Daily, Usha did not consult any designers at the brand and likely picked out the dress herself. Perhaps Usha's upbringing influenced her decision not to have a stylist for the event. She said during her speech at the RNC, "My background is very different from JD's. I grew up in San Diego in a middle-class community with two loving parents, both immigrants from India." Later in the campaign, Usha wore a red sleeveless jumpsuit at the vice presidential debate. The dress was mostly modest, except for a large bow around the collar area. Now that the campaign is over, however, it wouldn't be a surprise if Usha began adopting the fashion sensibilities of Melania and the other Trump women. After all, she'll likely be spending a lot of time with them in the years to come.